Okay, everybody. Uh, I want to show you another competitive deck of mine. It's once again a mono white deck. This time, here you see the whole deck. What am I doing with this deck? First, let me explain that. Then I have one sample game, which I'll show you. The whole idea here is to, as it is a control deck, to stop the opponent from being able to do something. Meaning, I'll kill everything with Day of Judgments, Oblivion Rings, and Dismember is also here. And then with Gideon, of course, as well. And then I try to win with Sun Titan. Sun Titan is important for this deck, and as a matter of fact, I built the whole deck with Sun Titan in my mind. It could have been Wormcoil Engine or any other big finisher, but I chose Sun Titan. Uh, as I have Sun Titan in the deck, I play a lot of mana cost 3 or less cards, meaning Blade Splicer. Normally, I like to use a hero of Blade Hold in my control mono white decks. Mid game is very important. I mean, you first repel the first few attacks, and then you'll need something on board, on table. Uh, until you can get your Gideon, Better Skull, Sun Titan, whatever on table. Normally, as I said, I like to play Hero of Bladehold, but in this deck, as I have Sun Titan, I play Blade Splicer. Blade Splicer, as you know, is two creatures for one card. I mean, you play one card, but you get two creatures. Then I have also Origin Spellbomb, which I like to use as well together with Sun Titan. It gives you a creature, a blocker, and it gives you a card. Card drawing is, as you know, is the biggest issue of any deck that doesn't play blue or black. Black can draw cards as well, and green. So meaning, and then I have one Elixir of Immortality. That's the card I use to gain life, to shuffle all my cards back to my library. It has its uses, I like it. And gaining life is very important as I'm playing a control deck, meaning I'll lose life very fast against aggro, especially, and to my own dismember. As you see, I have these two Wellsprings in deck, and these I use together with Praxis Core. Uh, it's a well-known engine, and I like to use it a lot in my decks. And I have Solemn Simulacrum, the sad robot, to also, ramp a bit because I have 23 lands in deck. And even though I have these two and this as well to draw cards to get, to get mana lands, the sad robot also helps. I have one Better Skull, just one copy, and my ultimate Planeswalker Karn is here as well. Looking at this sideboard, you can see the fourth copies of my Day of Judgment, the third copy of Dismember, Divine Offering. I have two in deck already. The third is here. This I also have because if I use four Divine Offerings, that'll mean that I will not have any ways of dealing with enchantments, and I just don't like that. So I have just one copy of Revoke Existence in there too. Oblivion Rings fourth copy is here as well. Timely Reinforcements, that is also against aggro. And to fight control, I have 4 Shrine of Loyal Legions. You cast it, and if you can resolve it against blue black, I mean, you'll most probably win. It's incredible. It's just incredible. You sack it at the end of their turn, you get 10 tokens, attack, and that's all. And surgical extraction as well to get rid of their counter spells mainly. Alright, that's the deck, and let's see it in action a bit. My opponent is playing blue-black control deck, and let's see how I am fighting it with my main deck. Alright, I start. Wellsprings gives me a card, and the card it gives me is a Day of Judgment. My opponent now will play Distress, gets rid of my blade splicer and sadly surgical extractions into it. I just lost my all of my blade splicers. That wasn't nice, as a matter of fact. Alright, I sack it, draw a card, and it's a Oblivion rank. Alright, I don't draw my fourth land, he doesn't draw his fourth land, so we're just drawing cards and do nothing. My planes comes down, and there I see that he is playing an Esper deck. I'm still at 4 mana, I don't have anything I can play at the moment. Alright, right here, uh, just now I reached to 5 mana. Of course he has counter spells in his hand, and but I should be getting something out, at least try it. So Better Skull or Gideon. I just thought at that moment that getting Better Skull out, meaning getting it countered, would be better because Gideon is just, it just wins, he just wins games. So I just thought let's sacrifice in a way Better Skull to his counter spell and then hope that he doesn't have a second one in his hand so that I can get Gideon out. As you see, it gets countered with this. And now he plays his Grave Titan. But as you see, I have three, not one, not two, but three Day of Judgments in my hand. I'll just kill the Titan and his tokens and get my Origin spell bump out. Alright, another annoyance. This time I cannot use Day of Judgment, of course. This time I'll use my Oblivion Ring. But just right here, I made a mistake. I just tapped my Buried Ruin. That I do because I forgot that I have Better Skull in my graveyard, which was a sad and stupid mistake. Of course, he'll use now his Ghost Quarter on it and get rid of it. I get me a token and draw a card. Now, my said robot is out of Mana League range, I'm sorry. So I get it out in Calm. I want to play my Gideon, and to be able to do that, I have to have 3 mana spare for a Mana League. He does something which was Blue Sun's Zenith. He draws cards, and now he does. That was unexpected, of course, and not nice because I play Sun Titan and I need to have things in my graveyard. So, but I just draw Divine Offering. I'll at least try to destroy it at some at some point. Alright, sadly for me, he doesn't have Mana Leak, but another Stoic Rebuttal. I'll just draw his spell bump with this. I will not destroy it. I will try to destroy it, but at least I'll just lose this 6 cards. Black Sun Zenith killed my creatures, and he played his Palia Dronyard, and he'll start milling me. My Wellspring gives me a land. At that point, I just hope that, and now here I'm playing Divine Offering. Of course, he uses it, and my graveyard goes to my exile zone. Now Sorin Markov brings me down to 10 life. At that point, of course, as anyone, I fear Sorin's vengeance. And to get me out of that range, I'll use my Phyrexian Core. Then, luckily, I draw Oblivion Ring. He counters it. But what do I have in my hand? I have a Sun Titan. It comes and gives me my Oblivion ring and gets rid of Sorin. That was a very nice turn. Sadly, my Sun Titan will die, of course. Tribute to Hunger kills my Sun Titan and he starts milling me. I just lost Karn. At that point, we both see that we're playing control and we cannot kill each other with creatures basically. So we're and he just has his milling engine and tries to mill me. Sadly for him and luckily for me, I have my Elixir of Immortality in deck. And the whole thing I am thinking at that moment is please don't mill my Elixir of Immortality. Let me draw it and please don't counter it. Alright, I just get me a token. He mills me even more, but thankfully those were Lance and my Gideon. And I draw Lance. I will not play that land because a few turns ago he played his Distress and saw that I had 2 Day of Judgments in my hand, so I have to keep a third secret card in my hand. Now Sun Titan, I play it and get me what's my spell bump, I believe. Yeah, Sun Titan dies, but at least I have one other card to give me a token and a card. He mills me even more. Thankfully, none of them were Elixir of Immortality. I use it. Get me a token. This member is completely useless in this matchup, at least in the first game. Now here it is. Elixir gets through, and I feel much better now. This card just will win me the game. Who would have thought, no? I draw another card and I have just only 7 cards left in my library. He mills me even more. Then I sack my Elixir of Immortality and get all those cards back and get me to 16 life. Even if he has his Sorin's Vengeance, he's not using it. Alright, here's another problematic card. He mills me, he continues to mill me. And I keep attacking with my tokens. Alright, now that I know that he'll go for the throat, and he just drew it. He mills me again. None of them was Elixir of Immortality. I know that he will draw Tribute to Hunger next turn. So apparently it's not the best time to get my Sun Titan out if I draw him, of course. Attack with my tokens, get a land. I just have a few left. He reveals another Tribute to Hunger and mills me even more. Alright, let's take a look at my cards at that moment. I have these. I lost these to his Drown Yard. Alright, I can live without them at this moment. I'm keeping the window open, the cards he revealed, so that I can see and not forget the cards he has in his hand. Uh, that you should do too as well. I mean, you just shouldn't close this window and keep it open in case you're not doing it. Alright, I just drew my Karn. He will just win me this game. I play him, and first I'll get rid of his Drown Yard. That was a big annoyance for me. Alright, I say goodbye to Karn. And he reveals a Black Sun's Zenith. So the end of the road for my tokens is about to come. Luckily, I draw my own Oblivion Ring. And now I will destroy his Druid back or whatever the name was with my Karn. Alright, the Druid back is gone. And Karn is at 3 loyalty. He casts Black Sun's Zenith. I sack my tokens to my Phyrexia's core, gain a few points of life in the meantime. And now I'll continue making him exile cards from his hand. He exiles a tribute to hunger, so I just click this. He has 3 cards and 2 of them I know. Go for the throat and tribute to hunger. I draw a card, make him exile a card, which happens to be a land, an island. Alright. I can continue like this, no problem. He's at 11 loyalty. I use him again to get him to 15. He discards another land. I'm not playing Sun Titan. What's the point? He has 2 removal spells. And sadly, he plays Surgical Extraction and gets rid of all my Sun Titans. Alright, at this point, I just think one thing, which is I can continue. I have 8 cards and most probably I'll draw something. But as you see, I have 2 Gideons left and 2 out of these 8 cards is Gideons. Alright, that's fine, that's nice. But at that moment, I just fear one card, which is White Sun's Zenith. He may use it as a win condition. He plays it at the end of my turn, gets out tons of tokens, and just swings and kills me. So I just didn't want to lose the game. So I'll just use Karn's ultimate ability and restart the game. And at that point, my opponent concedes because I was about to play a land and use this. I was in a very good position. So I hope you liked it. I won on turn 1, as you can see. That's perfect. Beat it if you can. At least the game results screen say so. And that was just one game without my sideboard. After sideboarding, things will get, of course, even better against control. Alright, that was the game. And this is the deck. And I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.